Hey guys, it's Alexander, the real Mr. Robinson, and this is my review for Crawl, which is the latest horror movie to be produced by Sam Raimi, and this movie stars Kaya Scodelario as a woman living in Florida who has to go after her father who's stuck in the middle of a Category 5 hurricane because Florida. So she gets to his house, she manages to find him in the basement, but he's been wounded, and she soon discovers that the two of them are being stalked by a group of alligators because, Florida. And the rest of the movie from there on out is pretty much a bottle survival horror film, as the two of them try to get out of this house during a Category 5 hurricane without getting eaten by alligators. So I guess I had a very different opinion on this movie when seeing the trailers, because when I saw the trailers, I assumed it was just going to be this really goofy, schlocky creature feature with alligators attacking people. And granted, it's being produced by Sam Raimi, who's known for the Evil Dead series, but it's also directed by Alexandre Aja. I never saw The Hills Have Eyes, but I did see his remake of Piranha from 2010, and I remember liking that movie when it came out, but I haven't seen it since it came out in theaters, so I don't know how well it holds up. But from what I remember, it's one of my favorite guilty pleasures of this decade. So with all of that, combined with the fact that the trailers for this movie just looked like one giant PSA to stay the f*** out of Florida, I thought this was going to be goofy as hell. And then I saw the movie. And it was creepy. It's a very surprising survival horror film, and from what I understand, this wasn't screened for critics. Now, I don't get invites from Paramount, but apparently this was one movie that Paramount did not send press invites to, and it's gotten really good reviews after it came out, and rightfully so. It has a great sense of atmosphere with these two characters trying to survive in this basement from these alligators. The movie keeps building the suspense and building the tension and puts our characters in very dangerous situations. Whether it's the alligators or the hurricane, you're on the edge of your seat hoping these people make it out alive. And the two actors are really good in this movie. You have Kaya Scodelario as the main character, who is most well known for the Maze Runner movies and the fifth Pirates of the Caribbean. She's really good in this movie. Her character's really tough, competent, and you really believe that she's strong-willed to fight through this situation and fend off these alligators. And her dad's played by Barry Pepper, who I know him from Battlefield Earth and Monster Trucks, but I've seen him in other roles where he's actually really good, like Saving Private Ryan, or one of his very small roles in True Grit, and he's very good in this movie as well. The two actors have a great chemistry with each other. The father-daughter relationship between these two characters is very effective, and I've said this before, but you really are on the edge of your seat hoping these two characters make it out alive. And there's a lot of really great use of practical sets, and you just know that the situations they put these actors in are very much real. I mean, they obviously didn't give them live alligators to fend off, because it's painfully obvious that the alligators are CG, but there's a lot of scenarios in this movie that are very real, and I imagine it must have been tough for the actors to film those moments. So this movie's effective, it's creepy, you care about the characters, and another thing I really love about the movie is the pacing. It obviously has to set up the scenario to get our main character to go to her father's house, but it doesn't take that long for her to get there, and it doesn't take that long for the alligators to pop up and for the movie to really kick into high gear. And it's just brilliantly paced. The movie knows exactly where to end and doesn't really drag on. If I had any criticisms for this movie, and they are legit criticisms, it's that the movie is so well done and so tension-filled that there are a couple moments that just come across as really goofy, and it doesn't help that these characters, for a few moments, make really stupid decisions. There are a few scenarios where the characters have an easy way out to just get out of there, get out of harm's way, but the characters just don't take those opportunities, and it's just like, come on, really? But that's really all I have to say as a legit criticism, because the rest of the movie is very well done. There are some jump scares, but most of the scares are legit, and despite those certain scenarios that I just mentioned, the characters are mostly smart and really know what they're doing, so This is a movie that I recommend highly. It's not a great movie, but given that it's so much better than I thought it would be, I would definitely say it's good. If you're into survival horror, then you're gonna love this. And if you looked at this movie thinking it was gonna be goofy or just exploitative in the vein of Piranha 3D, then you're gonna be surprised at how well made this movie is. One of the biggest surprises of the year. And there you go, that's my review for Crawl, and now I want to know what you guys think about the movie. If you've seen it, what did you think? If you've seen Piranha 3D, did you feel the same thing I felt when seeing the trailers for Crawl? If so, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and of course leave a comment. Don't forget to support my Patreon page, follow me on social media, and until next time, this is the real Mr. Robinson telling you there's only one.